X Gaming TV is brought to you by QPAD, Samsung, Kaspersky, and Fragbite.
Well, so I'm here with Camille of ESWC, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Camille of ESWC, yeah.
Head referee of Counter-Strike 1.6 tournaments here at ESWC. We had a situation here with Firegamers and the h2k guys. What exactly happened here?
Well, to explain the entire situation, basically that h2k and Firegamers had a 15-15 draw, so there was no way of, if you look at the rules, no way of telling which team was better. So you follow the rules, and it ends up that basically, let me rephrase it, that you look at the score differences between other matches. One of these matches was Firegamers versus Majovi, the French team, which had quite of this group. And Majovi decided to leave the match when it was 16-1. They had no way of going through the tournament. They were basically out of the tournament, and it happens quite a lot in tournaments. Normally not by these margins, but it happens a lot that teams leave when they have no chance of winning or gaining anything. This is what happened in the match Majovi Firegamers. It was 16-1. Then we had basically the decision to make whether they should be disqualified for not playing these rounds that were left, and we decided not to.
First you made another decision, right?
Yeah. When we got into the situation, I understood that it was 14-1. So basically there was one side was finished and the second side wasn't played at all. That basically the Majovi left. That made us and me particularly think the team should be disqualified for not playing. But when we sat all down together with the head of tournaments, Sylvain, and the match referee, Nicolas, we analyzed the situation. We could confirm that they played 16-1 instead of the 14-1, which was said, which was understood by me previously. So we changed the outcome of the results, the final decision, based on that.
Do you have any understanding for the ones that say that it could be wrong to let a third party, the third team here, the French team, decide the outcome of this group?
Yeah, well, that's part of a group. That's if you draw for someone else, it's the results of other matches that will determine the outcome. That's how a group works. That's the principle of a group.
Yeah, but it's different if one team leaves and don't, fully participate in the full group stage phase, as the French team didn't do here.
Well, we think they participated. Otherwise, we wouldn't have finalized this 16-1. We see it as a valid match. So I do not agree with the fact that...
But since there's round difference that decides the group, they didn't play the full 30 rounds. They just played 17 rounds, and those last 13 rounds actually decided this group. Yeah.
So let's we cannot say what would have happened if they would have played all these rounds.
No, but people are not saying that. People are saying that you should maybe disqualify that team from the group and erase all the results that they had, and then there would be another outcome of the group. And the first decision you made was to do that, and by doing that you should have a max round 3 playoff between Firegamers and h2k.
Yes, but as I said before, we never had. I think I've done many tournaments in the past 6-7 years, and for leaving a team in the last round, last match, in the last half, basically, For this impact, it never happened before, and I don't think it would have changed the outcome. I see it as a valid match, basically. So.
But don't you see the problem if this happened in the future, if teams leave, they decide the outcome of the group, even though they are out themselves?
Well, you have to make a difference between they intentionally try to sabotage or donate rounds.
Will there be any punishment for the French team for leaving for future tournaments?
No, it's up to the head of tournaments if there will be any punishment. But since we see it as a valid match, we do not think it's been done to sabotage the group. We do not have any proof for that. So I don't think a punishment would be there. I think it's not really sportive behavior, to say it like that. But again, it's their decision, and if we would have tied them on their seats in order to play, it wouldn't be a solution anyway. If they don't want to play, they don't want to play. And it happens a lot in tournaments, actually, but I don't think it ever had consequences like what we had today. Because, yeah, like I said, there are many teams and players that leave a match when there's no gaining anything from it. But it's usually like 2 or 3 rounds or something like that. You have it at every single tournament, basically.
Do you think you did the right choice and the logical choice here, the decision?
Yeah, it took a while to analyze the situation thoroughly and to thoroughly think about the decision. But then with the group of 4 we had, we could feel good about this decision, have a good arguments basically for the decision. We could just follow the rules. In the end, it's a pretty simple case. One team's left, the other gets the rounds. It's as simple as that.
X Gaming TV is brought to you by QPAD, Samsung, Kaspersky and Fragbite.